baby. Raising hell today, okay? Bring the juice today, brother. Let's get it. Come on. You gonna be standing right next to me, man? Let's go. Do what we do now. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's do our thing now. Take off, kid. Take off, kid. Run. Far side of the chin. Step on to the 5. Head for the end zone. What a play.
What's up, Internet? Welcome to us failing.
Derrick Henry was on my team, so I'm going to go Texans, I guess.
Yeah, he's on Tennessee, though.
Oh.
You tried. You went for it. I appreciate it. This is Up the Gut. Live.
100%. Give me a second. Farming for crypto. Bitcoins.
What are we doing?
Crypto.
Oh, good. So we don't have a show anymore?
We haven't had one in a little over 2 weeks. I thought you quit.
I thought we did too.
No, I thought you quit. I'm always down to do this. What else?
I never quit on you.
Oh, good. And we've never quit on you.
Not twice.
I'm not really farming for crypto. I don't understand it. All I know is that it's not real money.
No, it's all fake stuff. It's all make believe.
But you know what is real? Freaking football. And you know who talks about football? These two guys.
We actually have new football. We have football that's happening right this second.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. But first, it's been a hot minute. We might have forgot the format. Just kidding. I ain't forgot. We need to take care of some business.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Now, the label on here, I say Pure Life Water, but it's not the water that's sponsoring us. You know what's in that water. You know it gives it that nice orangey tint. It's Maw, baby. That's right. We definitely haven't ditched Maw. We need this. It's our life's blood.
Oh, yeah, we're actually getting pretty low on it, though.
We are.
We're into the flavors that we like the least. Not that we dislike, that we like the least.
Actually, I still really like this one. I'm the only one.
Yeah, I don't like it. He's the only one that likes this one. And so instead of going to this one, he keeps drinking the ones I like. So guess what's gone? The ones I like.
That's my show flavor.
You son of a gun. They should be all the time flavor until it's gone.
No, they don't have
Freaking
it for the show.
Harambe. No, you'll be fine. Then we bring some more down.
But why do we drink it so much?
Instead, we're out of all the ones I like.
It's not true. I know.
Yes.
You and Andrew drink up your blue one.
No, you dipped into that heavy too.
Not heavy.
Yeah, heavy.
No, I dipped into the green a little heavy.
Yeah, which is the second favorite one.
Well,
Anyway, we
if
like
all
it.
the flavors weren't so good.
It's true, they're delicious.
All
I
of
just
them,
don't
but
like
this
fruit
one were
punch.
upstairs.
So it's not Moss' fault. I don't like fruit punch anything. It's just not good. But we like it because it's effective
Mm-hmm.
and it tastes good and it's price effective it's energy effective, price effective, and it tastes good. I don't know what else we can tell you. If you haven't done it yet, you're just missing out. If you're still doing those energy drinks and just throwing money away, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're made of money because with this Joe Biden inflation, I can't afford it. Okay. Oh, and
Click the link. Give it a shot. Your whole first 60 serving tub is free.
yeah. And I am not drinking today because I am having to lay off of the booze for health reasons.
So he's drinking soy sauce.
So I just thought we'd throw up a good old fashioned sponsor in Pacific Island soy sauces. It's just so delicious. And what I hear because I got an inside link. This may be leaking it. It's a good thing not many people watch this because I may be linking some private information here. They have new flavors coming. There may be a spicy soy sauce in the works. I hear is amazing. So
If you like spices.
and they're getting ready to have new distributors, and they're getting ready. I think they're going to a plastic bottle off of the glass.
Mhm.
And so get ready because it's going to hit this nation, and it's not going to be available. And you know what's not going to kill it? Joe Biden inflation. Anyway, so check them out, PacificIslandSauces.com. They're, like I said, they're good friends of the show, and they're good people.
So we just call it Biden inflation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Robert, I don't know what's scarce in here, but you're not drinking my Maw. He is. The flavors I like.
They're all good flavors. This is the show Maw. This is the one we use for the show. Every week
That
we're
needs
here.
to be your all the time Ma. I'm gonna hide all the rest of the Ma. He'll never find it.
If that's my all the time, I'd be gone already.
That's fine, because you know what is gone? The flavors I like.
No,
my
man.
flaw, my Ma, my wonderfulness.
You still have-
It's all gone.
You still got your silver.
Yeah, barely. It'll be gone in no time. You know what? The silver will be gone before this.
That's not true.
Yeah, it will be,
No, it
because
won't.
because my green is like a freaking away from being gone now.
I don't use the upstairs mom nearly as much as you feel I do.
Oh, I know how much you use it,
Mm.
and anytime you use it, that's one less scoop I get.
Oh, well, then we need to get the next set ordered then.
No, we need to have you drink this because I don't like fruit punch. By God, it's almost full.
You liar.
Oh my gosh, this will last forever. There's probably more of this than my silver.
There is not.
Son of a gun.
I can see the bottom of this one.
Oh, yeah, when you tilt it all the way over.
Okay,
Son of a gun. Hey, guys, that was all fun and all, but you know what you need to do? You need to subscribe. You know how easy that is? It's as easy.
That's even easier than mixing the bottle of wine.
That's even easier than drinking your buddy's favorite flavors. That's how easy that is.
Oh, you.
Oh, now I gotta remember. Okay,
You gotta remember.
it's been a while, man. I'm
It
a lot
has
of
been a
practice.
It has been a while, and we're sorry, but you know.
Well, we warned you guys that we may take a week off, and I just thought that with everything going on in life, I think I was actually out of town that week. We obviously
you're
this last weekend was we're just trying to figure out how to work the show around the USFL. But the week before, I thought, you know what, USFL's hitting next week. I'm going to be out of town. No need to force this in anywhere. And actually, that's why we are not on a Saturday like we had been doing, because Saturday rolled around, and I think wasn't that zoo day?
Yep.
Yeah, we went to the zoo and we were tired. We were very tired walking around that zoo all day. Oh. And
we were there for almost 7 hours.
Yeah, giving the kids no, it was over 7 hours.
No, we got there about 10ish, and we
got
got
there
there
4:10. We got there 4:10.
Yeah, like 9:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least
It was
7 hours.
it was a long time. Anyway, a lot of walking, a lot of zoo time, and then taking care of the kids, getting them set up, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to bed. And then Sunday rolled around, and we're going to go ahead and do it. And we thought, you know what, we'll broadcast during the Bandits. Who are the Bandits playing? The Maulers. The Bandits Maulers game, but then it got postponed due to weather. So here we are, broadcasting during the game. So, but the show is probably going to be moving to a weekday. I don't know if we're going to do a Mondays from here on out, since it's just USFL on weekends, or if we're just going to go back to Wednesdays to not confuse you guys, but we'll let you know.
Yeah. But what we will do for now, because we still have to cover the NFL stuff that happens, and there's a little bit that's happened in the past couple of weeks. We're going to take care of some not so breaking off-season news.
Not so breaking off-season news.
And I feel like we should start at the saddest point and then work our way through the rest of the show. But if you didn't notice, if you didn't watch the news, or if we're the only news you watch for whatever reason,
that is not a good idea. But if it is.
But if you remember Dwayne Haskins, he was a quarterback in Washington.
Struggled a lot. Oh, wait, no, that's not a Schefter line. My bad.
He was drafted in. What was he drafted? He went to Ohio State. He was good in Ohio State, actually.
He was drafted to
the Commanders football team, Redskins, whatever they were at the time. He was drafted in 2019, just a couple years ago.
He was supposed to be their starter. Had some issues when he did get on the field. I remember one time they actually were winning a game. Instead of going down for victory, he was taking selfies with fans, and then he got in trouble, I think, at some strip clubs in Washington, and they finally let him go. And he was reinventing himself up in Pittsburgh. That's why you probably hadn't heard much about him, because he's actually been just putting in the work.
He practiced a lot, but he didn't play a single game in Pittsburgh because it was Ben's last hurrah.
Yeah. But he was there, and again, like I said, you're not gonna. But you didn't hear about him getting in trouble. You hear about doing anything. He's just learning, and then he was down in Miami, and he was working out with Pittsburgh receivers in Miami, and
yeah, he was trying to cross the interstate on foot, back on April 9th in Fort Lauderdale and was hit by a dump truck and died.
See, I didn't hear exactly what happened, but having spent time down there, you don't try to cross the interstate in anything. That is the most dangerous place ever. It's the only place I've ever been doing 25 over the speed limit and get passed by a band of motorcycle cops saying, speed up. Because it's bumper to bumper, nonstop danger. So that's too bad. I mean, he probably just thought, oh, I'll make this, and didn't. So we tweeted, but our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and him. It's, he was a very young kid, so
24.
It's a shame when something like that happens.
Yeah, he still has his whole career ahead of him.
I will say though, there was a lot of stink about Adam Scheffler posting about his struggles and blah blah. Listen, you are who you were when you lived. Just because he died didn't mean he didn't struggle. Didn't mean he didn't get cut from the football team, Redskins, Commanders. That all still happened. Is it the best time to bring it up? No. But he was who he was when he lived. He didn't change and become a saint because he died. So it's sad what happened, and you could still recognize who he was. And for a football analyst to talk about the football part of the person, his preacher probably talked about his religious side.
Yeah.
His parents probably talked about how he was when he was a kid.
Yep.
The football analyst talks about how he was in football.
I mean,
that is how life is. If you don't like it, grow thicker skin or just shut up.
I mean, he was a grown man, but he's such a young grown man. He almost was a kid.
And look at that baby face. He's a big old baby face.
He's a very handsome man.
He is. He's a good looking dude. So it's a shame.
I have a quick text from a viewer who's wondering when we're doing our show.
Now.
So let me put that in.
So if you guys look whenever you're watching, you can subscribe, and then there's this little Taco Bell. If you click that, it'll notify you when we go live.
It's not the Taco Bell. It's the YouTube notification.
It's the Taco Bell.
No.
I don't know what it is.
So yeah, we want to get the saddest news out of the way that such a young guy got. And he wasn't doing anything crazy. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He wasn't at a club getting shot up or ODing on something he was just trying to cross the street, a very busy street.
Let's not try to cross interstates, people.
Yeah.
No. You guys see the deer on the side of the road. It doesn't work for them, and they are way faster than you. They're even faster than Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah. But Ohio State is going to honor Dwayne Haskins during their spring game on April 16th, which is 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah, they are going to have done it already.
To be fair.
To be fair.
I'm just scrolling through the news from the last day we were on TV, on here till today.
You guys may be watching us on a TV.
That's possible. A lot of smart TVs play YouTube.
Oh, man, I want to do some reactions to the USFL.
I would love to.
I wish it wouldn't be against rules to actually have them like split screen up here.
Someday we'll have the rights to do that.
Have any of you guys watched it while he's going through the news? Have anybody guys watched the USFL yet? No? You should. Okay.
I mean, spring football. If you love football, but you don't want to just wait for the NFL, the USFL is here. It's football. There are a couple of different rules. Like if you kick the kickoff out of bounds, you don't start at the 40, you start at the 50. That's prime starting position.
Oh, yeah. Not to mention, but their kickoff is they're kicking from farther back, so about every time there's a return.
Yeah, they're kicking out from the 25 instead of 35. Like the NFL used to do.
I don't know which one's which yet, but I think the Bandits are going for it 4th and 1.
Yep. Yes, the Maulers are in the orange and
good defensive play.
Bluish purple.
That's a good defensive play.
All right, but a couple of NFL news. Texans coach Lovie Smith. You remember Lovie Smith? We all remember Lovie Smith.
Yeah, he had the beard.
Yeah. He's a believer in Davis Mills. He thinks Mills is the answer for the Houston Texans at QB.
I think, you know how people on the internet like to go and try to compare quarterbacks by just pulling up random stats? Like, oh, look. Well, I think someone had done it with Tua versus Josh Allen, trying to say Tua is as good as Josh Allen. Nah. And I saw it where I think there's Davis Mills and somebody else, and it may have been Tua. Like, look at these numbers. They're identical.
I mean,
Davis Mills didn't look bad. I mean, we watched some games with him.
He had his moments, but I wouldn't put all my faith in him.
See, whenever we watched it together, he's like, oh, man, Davis Mills is actually pretty good. He's just on a team that's bad. And now he doesn't remember because he probably looked at some stats, and the stats are all knowing.
I remember. I told you he had moments. He looked good.
No, he had a lot of moments. More moments where he looked good than not. And what we watched.
I'd give it about half and half.
And what we watched, there's more good than bad.
I'd give about half. I still don't think he's
I still think you looked at stats. I don't think you remember right. 'Cause there's more good than bad.
I haven't looked at Davis Mills stats, but as bad as Houston was, clearly he didn't do well enough.
No, listen, the quarterback can't win everything by himself. And plus, was he a rookie or second year? I feel like he was a rookie.
Let me double check. I want to say second year. Davis.
So anyway, but I thought he played really well. Like he looked good in some times, but
this is rookie. Oh my god, this is rookie year. Look at the baby face.
He's just a baby, and
Look
he looked
neck.
good. Yeah,
he's a damn brontosaurus.
I think I commented on that too. That dude could look over every fence.
They put Davis Mills' neck with Peyton Manning's forehead.
That is a tall upper half.
Oh, that is. Ugh. That's going away now.
All right.
I wish
Anyway,
we could play it up there, but no.
You don't have to read everything. We don't care that Lovie Smith believes in Davis Mills.
No.
We won't believe in Davis Mills until he gets.
Look, I was just happy that somebody believed in Davis Mills. Okay?
His mom does too.
Does she?
Oh, I hope so.
I bet he's not even the favorite kid. Pass rusher Melvin Ingram visiting the Dolphins. Ooh, that was back on the 12th, so who knows what's happened by then.
He should go back to Kansas City. Being anywhere else is just stupid for him.
Let's see. Seahawks pick up Noah Fant's fifth-year option, so Fant will be a Seahawk. Congress tells Federal Trade Commission in the letter that Commanders may have broken financial laws.
Okay, we don't care.
Let's see. Packers' new special teams coach, former Raiders interim coach, Rich Bisaccia, looking at every nook and cranny to improve the special teams unit.
It won't take much.
I don't think it's that hard of a.
Let's ignore the nook and crannies right now and look at just the whole freaking wall in front of you.
Yeah, let's just
that big old room of failure.
Yeah, you know when you watch like a house getting torn down and the wrecking ball just leaves that big old circle indent, and they'll start there. Start there. Let's work on the big gaps, and eventually, when the season hits, we get the little things.
We'll get where we have to get.
Let's see. Cortland Sutton, Broncos wide receiver, says the juice is just different with Russell Wilson in Denver. I'd say
really?
So. I mean, because you had Peyton Manning, who won you a Super Bowl, and the defense won you a Super Bowl. Hey, let's be honest, Peyton's last season was not his best.
The air is also thinner in Denver.
That's true.
And the sky is blue in Denver. And the mountains have snow. Let's just keep saying things that everybody already knows. I don't know why you read that news.
Let's see. Well, apparently they're drinking.
That's juice. Not news.
Apparently they're drinking juice in Denver.
Everybody's drinking juice.
Derek Carr got paid.
That's true. Derek Carr got paid.
3 years, $121.5 million.
You know what's great about that?
Is
now that he's paid, there's people that actually think Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson are better than Derek Carr. Do you think either one of those guys should be paid more? I'd put them right in that range. I would say if you want to pay them a little bit.
With the way they collapsed last season, the both of them, I don't even know if I put them in that range.
I would put him there. And
Kyler started like he was going to get paid like that. The first half of that last season was fantastic for Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Then Green Bay came to town. He missed that last throw where his receiver didn't turn his head, and everything went downhill from there.
Well, mostly when DeAndre Hopkins got injured. Don't give Green Bay credit. He didn't have Hopkins, and he couldn't complete a pass anymore.
I'm mostly giving Russell Douglas credit because he used to be a Cardinal.
Who?
Russell Douglas, the guy that caught that last interception.
Oh, it sounded like you kept trying to say Russell, but you're like, Russell Douglas.
What is pronounced Russell?
Russell Douglas. Okay.
Let's see. Baker Mayfield felt disrespected by the Browns.
He was. I mean, you feel what you were.
Stephon Gilmore signed with the Colts. That just says he's visiting because that was still back on the 13th.
Yes, he did indeed sign with the Colts, and makes him better, but no, I don't think it's that much better. He's on the tail end. This is his, he's 1 year to 1 year until he gets in the Super Bowl or retires next year.
Your boy Mike Gesicki appealing for a wide receiver tag designation.
They do that. Kelsey, I think, has talked about it because it's the for a what's it, the franchise tag? Yeah. It is the average of the top 10 in your position.
I think so.
And so that'd be much, especially with what the receivers getting paid this year. Yeah, I'd be going with that too. I'm a wide receiver. I'm a wide receiver. That's quarterback money right now. They'd have to play Gesicki like $25 million.
Yeah, but is he worth $25 million?
No.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's a good tight end, but he's not.
No, Travis Kelce, I don't even know if he's worth that. He's still just a tight end.
But he's a tight end that led the league in receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, wait to see what happens when Tyreek's not there.
He'll probably get more because it used to be, look at Tyreek. And if Tyreek's not there, then now Tyreek's not there all the time.
Yeah, but he was covered. He was uncovered single covered with a mismatch because they had Tyreek to cover. Now Travis Kelce's getting the best corner on every team. He's going to have who is your guy?
MVS.
No, Hawkinson. Is that right? The tight end in Detroit.
Oh yeah, T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah. He got no numbers, and I finally figured out why, because he was cursing him and wishing his kids couldn't read and just all these bad things. Well, then I finally watched the game and I realized why. They have no other receivers, so the top corner was always covering Hawkinson. So the numbers he was getting was because he was double covered and covered by the best corner. No, of course, they took him out of the game and said, beat us with everybody else, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to say, hey, I dare MVS to try to catch a ball. I dare, who's the other one from Pittsburgh?
Juju.
Juju. I dare Juju to stop TikToking long enough or stop staring lovingly in Jackson Mahomes' eyes long enough to catch a ball. They're going to be just right here, nose to nose, Eskimo kissing, talking about how much they love TikToking. All right, sorry.
But no, you have to cover MVS because he'll get the droppies, but if you don't press him, he'll burn you. MVS doesn't quite have Tyreek Hill speed, but he's got speed.
Yeah, he's fast, but again, he's not Tyreek Hill.
Well, no, because he has less reliable hands.
You can't start talking good about him now after everything bad I've heard you say about him.
No,
there's never been one good word spoken about him.
No, he has his up days where he'll catch everything. And then he has his down days where he'll drop everything. He's a very up and down receiver. I love him on his good days. Oh, he's amazing on his good days because he's so fast. You can't keep up with him. And if he can catch it, a lot of times he's gone. But then there are times where he'll just run a slant wide open, just drops it. No one around him, just drops it. And if you're a professional receiver, that's inexcusable. And I know there are some people, he's just human and everybody makes mistakes.
No. You make millions and your job is to catch a ball.
And you have the special receiver gloves? No. Get the hell out of here with that talk.
No. I have some of those receiver gloves upstairs. If you touch that football, it's going.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So no, you get the hell out of here with that talk. But speaking of Packers wide receivers, though, Packers signed Sammy Watkins for a year.
And I can't wait for you guys to get some of the best games out of him. You get 4, and then he's injured.
Yeah. I mean, if we can get 1,000-yard receiving out of him, I'll be happy.
If he can do it in 4 games, I mean that's been true for him.
Because regardless of how well he plays, he will be gone at the end of the season. Regardless.
Oh, we missed the drone cam.
Oh, you do love it. Yeah, the USFL has a drone cam.
We'll talk about it in a second.
And he loves it. What else? Geno Smith re-signed with the Seahawks to be a backup for another season.
Who?
Geno Smith re-signed. Actually,
there's no guarantee he's going to be a backup.
That's what I was going to say. Now that Russ is gone, maybe he's the man.
He could be a starter if Baker doesn't go there. It's Geno and Drew Lock, and they had one other guy. I can't remember who it was, but there's a good chance Geno could start.
Kyler Murray, not excited to play for the Cardinals without a new contract.
He may not play, guys, because he wants more than Aaron Rodgers money.
He wants big money.
He wants more than Aaron Rodgers money.
AJ Green returning to the Cardinals.
That's good as long as he knows when to turn and catch and not block.
And as long as Kyler's throwing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks defensive lineman Al Woods believes that a winning culture will make up for the loss of Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner in Seattle.
The winning culture couldn't make it with Russell Wilson and Bobby
Last
Wagner.
Season, yeah.
Shut up, Al Woods.
But yes, Stephon Gilmore signed a 2-year deal with the Colts, so he's in the AFC South now.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a big pickup for the Colts. I don't know if Stephon Gilmore is still defensive player of the year level, but
he was a defensive player of the year when he won defensive player of the year, just like Lamar Jackson won the MVP when he won MVP. It just happened to be the one they give it to. He wasn't even the best corner in football that year.
He was the best corner on his team that year.
No.
J.C. Jackson should have been defensive player of the year.
Or Trey White, who had better numbers than the both of them.
Or Chandler Jones, who had 20.5 sacks that season.
Yeah, that's a good point, too. So anyway, again, don't bring up defensive player of the year because he just won it because someone felt sorry for him or he was doing stuff to Tom Brady. I won't say right now because Philip Rivers.
Well, that was a season where everybody I don't know what's going on in New England that year, but everybody on that team was generating turnovers. It was ridiculous.
Was that the deflate year?
No, that was like 2018. That was the year they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl, I believe.
Oh, well, that's why there was something going on. They're cheating somehow.
Let's see. Tua Tagovailoa excited about new head coach Mike McDaniel, which I get. He hasn't had the best luck of head coaches.
He had a good coach. Brian Flores, even with this stupidity going on, I can still say Brian Flores was a good coach. He had stuff going there. The dumbest thing Brian Flores did was let Tua play. So Tua could shut up.
Let's see. This week in NFL history, Colts select Peyton Manning #1 in 1998 draft. You kids remember 1998?
No.
I do.
I don't remember much about it.
I do. You were 14.
I was going to high school.
You don't remember much about that?
No.
Were you drinking at 14?
No.
Are you lying to me?
Maybe.
Oh, Jaguars offensive coordinator boasting about the versatility of Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram. If you want to boast, you should probably win more than 2 games. I reckon.
Yeah, I would just hold off on the boasting until you've done something.
I reckon. Oh, all right. So the past 2 years, we've had this offseason tradition. I'll call it tradition because this will be the 3rd year in a row. We've had a thing called the match. It's where 2 NFL players match with 2 PGA players for a little fun 2-on-2 golf action. Last season, it was Peyton Manning and a golfer I don't know versus Tom Brady and a golfer I don't know because I don't watch golf.
I
know Tiger
knew who
Woods.
they were, but I can't remember who they are now.
One was
Phil Mickelson was one of them. That was Aaron Rodgers' partner, wasn't it? The lefty Phil?
No, it was younger guys. It was DeChambeau and the other guy that DeChambeau does not like.
Then it must have been Phil the year before.
Yeah, I think Phil.
Was it Phil and Tiger the year before?
It was Tiger and Peyton, maybe
And
versus Phil and Tom Brady.
Okay.
Yeah, because last year is Aaron Rodgers and one of those 2 guys versus Tom Brady, which Aaron Rodgers got one. But this year, there's no PGA guys. No. It's all NFL quarterbacks. It's the old boys. It's Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers versus the young bucks, not the wrestlers.
No, not Matt Nick.
The young bucks of the NFL. Ray Allen and Patrick Peterson. Right?
I will stab you. Of all the times to get a name wrong, this is not the one.
Versus Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes as a teammate. I was actually hoping that Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers would get together.
I kind of was too. I thought it'd be one older guy, one younger dude, but
I thought that was the way to go. But you know what? I'll take it. The only problem here is you got the young bucks establishing themselves in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
They haven't had the time and the money to sit back and play golf all offseason like 2 guys. They have tried, but they haven't got into it nearly as much.
So are you saying that the old boys win?
Yeah, well, the thing is are the young guys going to – because they're going to outdrive – I mean, Josh Allen's going to outdrive both those guys by like 900 yards. So will the longer drives make up for the worst mid-game?
Will he outdrive? Does having the cannon arm for throwing the football translate to hitting a golf ball?
Yeah, because I saw one time where Josh Allen just picked it up and threw it. He goes –
I don't know.
I don't think that's legal, but it was allowed. Legal.
Let's see. Brown signing cornerback Denzel Ward to a 5-year, $100.5 million extension. So not $100 million, $100.5 million.
I didn't know who Denzel Ward was.
I didn't get to see enough of the Browns, and you know us.
Nobody watches enough of the Browns.
We got things to do. We try to watch as much as we can on Sundays, but
I knew he was a Cleveland defensive back. I thought he was a safety whenever he said it.
But the Browns think enough of him to make him the highest paid defensive back in football.
So there is that. And unfortunately, that is not good whenever you're trying to re-sign Jordan Poyer.
He is the $20 million a year man in Cleveland, so we'll see what he can do. Now that Baker's gone and I forgot his name now.
Baker's not gone.
Baker's gone.
No.
He's basically gone.
I mean, he should be gone, but he is not gone yet.
And Deshaun is
because Deshaun Watson may still not be done with his legal battles, so they're just like, we'll just keep this little Baker in our pocket right here. They need to let that man go.
Colin Kaepernick willing to play a backup QB role in the NFL. He says.
Yeah, as long as he gets $30 million a year, he'll be your backup.
No, he says he just wants the opportunity to walk through the door.
Yeah, he had like 1,000 of those. And you know what he said? Pay me more money or I won't do it. Because why? Because it's not about anything but the money for him. He's greedy. The reason he did this whole stupid shit is because he's greedy. Sorry, Philip, but it happens. He's a greedy, greedy man. And I hope he never gets a shot for that one reason. Oh, wow. People actually writing. Sorry.
Oh, man, we're giving us a lot of outside the narrative.
Oh, we hear Boo Boo. Bring back the mustache. Your face is a turnover. Yes, I do.
Oh,
I see how it is. Ignore your fans. What's the score?
I
think it's 17-0. And it is.
Oh, no, it is 17-3.
Archibald should be gone. Family show, Patrick. I know, but listen, sometimes you got to put a little emphasis in there. Philip understands it. I know he doesn't do it, but he's better than I am.
What else? Marshawn Lynch joining the NHL Seattle Kraken as a minority owner.
Yeah, he may be Marshawn Lynch, but that is hockey, and this is not on the ice. So get that out of here.
Look, he's expanding. He's a part owner of a hockey team. I didn't even know he even knew what hockey was.
Listen, Patrick Mahomes is part owner of the Royals. I don't give a damn.
I mean,
that's not football.
He has to know the Royals are. They live
it's 17-3.
I said that.
Well, I didn't hear you because
you don't listen.
No, because I was reading our people.
Because you don't listen.
No, I listen to our fans.
Yeah, eventually. Oh, yeah. I had no idea you knew what hockey was. It's easy to know what the Royals are when you live right next door to them. Every time you go to work, you see their house.
Yeah. I mean, with a name like Kraken, he didn't know what it was hockey. He's just like, I want to own the Kraken.
Even he knows you don't
Skittles.
Even he knows you don't spell crack with 2 Ks. Commanders send letter to the Washington football team, in case you're confused still. Commanders send letter to the Federal Trade Commission denying financial impropriety. So they're saying, no, we didn't break rules.
Oh, I believe it.
And stop looking into it.
All right. So bring back the mustache, baby face. Unfortunately, this had to happen.
I did it for an interview.
Yeah, he had important business matters to attend to, so I had to go. But we will bring it back.
Eventually.
It will be here. I'll make sure of it. If I have to tape it on by shaving my lower region myself,
I'll stab you.
And I'll just tape it right on there.
Let's see. Stephon Gilmore explains his decision to sign with the Colts. It just felt right in my heart.
Nobody cares.
It just felt right in his heart.
He can go and rot in a sewer of monkey piss.
Why are we mad at Stephon Gilmore?
He's just a turncoat. He's got no loyalty. He's just a piece of garbage.
I mean, how many career players do we have anymore in the NFL that say one team?
Yeah, but it's usually because the team can't afford them or they're bad. No, we were on the uptick, and he said, I want to be on TV more. Like, shut up.
I didn't know Stephon Gilmore was a Bill.
We drafted him.
Oh.
He was with us for 4 years, I think. Maybe we got all 5 out of him. But he refused to sign with us because he wanted to be on TV. And then he didn't just go to any team. He went to the most hated team.
I don't ever remember him playing with you guys. Wow, I missed all those years.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't trust any of his football opinions. I knew who was playing on the Packers back then. I knew that these people were.
Stephon Gilmore never played for the Packers.
No, I'm talking about I knew who the players were. I'm not just sitting here only watching my team and ignoring every other new stuff. So when it comes to football news, you trust me. Don't trust him because he doesn't know. He didn't even know Stephon Gilmore was on the Bills.
I did not.
5 years.
Yeah, there's the year where he got Defensive Player of the Year. 2019.
That was garbage. He played for Buffalo longer. Well, no, he played for New England.
No, he was 4.
4. Oh, I was looking.
5 in Buffalo, 4 for New England.
That's postseason.
And last season in Carolina.
He split the season, didn't he?
Mm-mm.
I thought he left mid-season. Yeah, he only played 8 games and 11 with New England.
Yeah, that was 2020.
I don't care.
That's 2 different seasons.
He went there.
20 and 21. It's 2 different seasons.
I guess what you say.
And now he's a clot or a cult.
He doesn't know. I don't even know what this is.
Again, though, to be fair, I didn't watch the Bills until I came back and hung out with you.
Mike Leach told Barstool he could outrun all the other head coaches of the 40-yard dash. I think he could outrun Mike Leach in the 40-yard dash.
Which one's Mike Leach?
I have no clue, but he's not outrunning me. I know I'm not a head coach, but
And here we go. Despite the initial shock of losing Tyreek, Mahomes knows that the Chiefs have got to keep rolling. They got to.
No, they're just going to lay over and say, oh, my gosh, you don't have to. Come on.
That's right.
Stop just saying things that everybody knows.
I mean, they don't got to.
Stop saying it.
He could be like, you know what?
If someone asks you the question, what do you think about Tyreek going? You should just be like, where'd he go? What do you think? I
Actually,
think
let's
he's
just-
a good player, but you know what? The game goes on. Stupid face.
I think he should be honest. What do you think about Tyreek leaving? I think it sucks.
You can
We,
say that.
we were friends. We played D&D on Fridays.
It was Thursday nights.
No,
Sometimes it got to Friday when things got a little crazy.
Sometimes you have because sometimes you have a game on Thursday. Well, you have at least one game on Thursday. Every team gets
Yeah,
one.
but
That's why we
after.
have Thursday. True. It could have been Thursday.
They meet up after.
Or
They got to
it
watch high school football on Fridays.
might have been Wednesdays. That's why they don't watch our shows because we're playing D&D.
I sure hope not. Better not be. He will never see that.
But that is all the NFL news.
Not so breaking off-season news.
I'm not trying to just get close to Patrick. I'm trying to look at
This is a picture of a dog.
the comments. Oh, it's a bumpers. Oh, it's a bumpers.
Where?
All right, now we got to the NFL. It's back, baby.
USFL. I don't have any stingers for it, and I probably won't get one.
We will
We
eventually.
probably will have no new stingers until we get switched over to the new operating system. And I don't know when that'll be because I have to do it and I don't want to. Actually,
I'm trying
probably
to see how long since we had the USFL. When was it destroyed? 86, 96, 16. 36 years since we've had the USFL.
yeah.
36 years. That's almost our entire age.
Oh, there's been another spring ball though.
There's been spring ball here and there, but it wasn't the USFL.
What was the one that had the Las Vegas locomotives?
Let's find out. Las Vegas Locomotives. That was the United Football League.
Okay, I knew it was close.
Yeah. Led by one fantastic quarterback. What was his name?
You shut your mouth and don't talk, or I will knock us off air right now. You say it, and I will end this broadcast. That's all it takes is just say it. Don't you do it.
I do have one quick question. Do you know what the JP stood for?
I don't want to know.
Give me a funny answer.
Just practicing.
That was a good one. just practicing Lossman. No, it's Jonathan Paul, but it was the kind of John where you spell it Jon.
Oh, that just makes me hate even more. I mean, there was a reason his name was Lost Man. All he could do was lose.
Except for
I
with
have
the-
to end this broadcast because you made
You
me
said
say
it. No.
we're back.
All he could do was lose, except for with the locomotives.
Yeah, that pissed me off so much, so we're not going to tell a story about it. So anyway, the USFL has been,
It's been gone for 3.5 decades.
but it's been all right watching again. We watched all the games. Obviously, we've been touch and go on this one. It's a little underwhelming, but again, these aren't your best players ever.
It's brand new.
I think it's a little bit better, I think, than the XFL, but it's been a while since I watched the XFL, so the XFL could have been better. I don't remember. But I feel like this is a little bit better.
There's less penalties, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I've only seen one like really bad one. So like one I think is a pass interference call that shouldn't have been, which they've been pretty good about it. But I cannot understate how amazing this drone is. And not because of the footage they get, because they couldn't even get a high def camera to put on the drones. It is a blurry mess of, but because anytime it's on the other camera and there's a play, they're like, oh, throw the ball, catch, and he gets tackled, and all of a sudden they're looking at everybody on the ground.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know how we're gonna get it, but at the end of the year, we're gonna have a highlight reel that we cut together from film footage, but it's just gonna be highlights of the drone cam.
It's just gonna zoom.
That's
But I'm gonna take out all audio. We're gonna put a light tune behind it, and I'm just gonna do the sound effects.
Should we start right now? The drone is the MVP of the inaugural season.
I think so. I mean, so far it's been my favorite part, and it's just hilarious because it's always just, and then they randomly fly it through some bar, and I can tell you my least favorite part of it so far.
What's that?
That every game's played in Birmingham, except obviously the playoffs.
That's true. Yes, that's true.
I don't like that.
Every regular season game has to be played I gotta remember the state because it's a college stadium. University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't like it. I mean, I get it. It's new and they're all stationed in Birmingham. They're all in hotels, limited budget. I hope that they make enough money off their TV deals and these games. And, you know, obviously it's not going to be from selling tickets because I'm looking at these stands. They're still empty.
Oh, man.
So that's a big hit. Oh, number 95. But anyway, where's the drone? Where's the drone? Where's the drone? It's kind of a tight shot. They may not show the drone. All right, sorry, no drone. Anyway, so I think I don't know. I don't know that the imaginary or the chip in the ball for the first downs is that big of a deal because there's the where did the knee touch to the ball placement. It's still just going to be where they set the ball and the chains work for that. So that is true. The Tornado Alley in Birmingham.
Legion Field Stadium.
So that is, yeah. So anyway, I hope it works out because I enjoy this and having this and the XFL next year.
Yeah,
we're going to have about the same amount of football that we have with an NFL game. A little less, but still an NFL season. So that'd be nice to have.
It'll be about half because we got 8 teams here, 8 teams in the XFL. So half of what the NFL makes us.
That'd be good. That'd be good. That'd be nice to have, something to watch. But we have started our picks.
Yep. And we are both. No, you are.
I'm up on you by 1 right now, and I'll be
You're
up
on me by
2.
1, but are you undefeated?
I will be undefeated if
okay, yeah, I'm 2-1. You're 3-0, but I can live with that because it's all brand new. It's all just guessing, literally just all guessing.
But some of us guess better.
All I care about is that the Breakers start off 1-0.
Yeah,
with a gentleman who honestly might be the first player of the week for us with his 6 tackle.
The first XFL, this last XFL wasn't that brutal. Yeah, a comment says the XFL was like gladiator games, total brutality. The very first one, maybe, but not this one.
No, this one was real football. The other one was supposed to be more sports entertainment.
Just different rules, like you have a double forward pass and
yeah, which when it works, it's pretty awesome.
it is something else, but just trying out different rules to make it a little more interesting, a little more fan friendly. Yeah, the first FFL, yeah. But
and also to be fair, when trying to watch week 1, we were so tired.
We were pretty exhausted through a lot of it, but we haven't watched it. It's been enjoyable.
But depending on how this game ends, I don't know, but this could be the first player of the week. This Davin Bellamy, 6 tackles, 3 sacks in the opening game.
That's the guy's mouthing everybody.
Well, I mean, he could back it up, though. He was killing them.
Yeah. And yeah, not having these stupid-ass taunting penalties has been pretty nice, too.
Yes. NFL, if there's one thing I need you to change, look, does it suck that you're terrible at calling pass interference? Yes. Is it terrible that you protect the quarterback so much in this league? Yes. But I could honestly live with all that if you get rid of the taunting rule altogether. What is the fun of playing football if when you murk someone on the field, you can't celebrate it?
Yeah. No, you need to be able to taunt. And I wouldn't even care so much if you took out the big tauntings. Like, but the reason you made the rule was because of this dude throwing up deuces, and then you don't even call that penalty when it happens. But it's too much of an opinion thing. Oh, I felt like he was. No, take feeling out of it. The only feeling you should be is when someone just hits you.
Worrying about feelings is to turn this company to a company and country to a dumpster fire anyway.
Yeah. Feelings don't matter. I don't know if anybody told you this. They really don't. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how he feels. I care if he does the right thing. I care if you do the right thing.
I feel like
because if you do the right thing, you'll feel fine.
I feel like I got a liquid poop coming.
I feel like I'm actually hungry, and I like to drink.
Are you?
I like to drink.
You're hungry?
I like to drink.
I get that, but we just ate.
I didn't eat very much because I'm not a big fan of ham and beans.
Oh. What are you gonna eat?
None.
No? You're not gonna go here and eat some cheese sticks?
Mm-mm.
You're gonna get some chippies?
Nope. I'm gonna drink some, I'm gonna fill this big ass bottle of water up. I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I said in the beginning of the show I was not drinking for health reasons.
Right.
That's just because I'm fat. I just don't want to gain any more weight and constantly getting drunk 2-3 times a week and with your buddies and eating junk food doesn't help. So
he doesn't want to look like me.
So I'm trying to thin it down a little
Me too.
So I decided once I lose 10 pounds, then I can drink again. But until I lose that 10 pounds, so we're not quite halfway there. So we'll keep working on it.
But honestly, I think overall we've had so far a fairly successful first week of the USFL.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff to work on, and they've
But
been
the drone
weird
cam
starts.
is perfect.
Yeah, again, you can shut the camera off all you want. Just fly, add another drone. Just fly 2 drones around. Don't film jack shit. Just fly them around.
Just fly them around. I think I get tackled by
Get ready,
a kicker.
Get ready. Switch to the other camera. No, not. They've been going tight shots. It's like they heard me. They're like,
Well, this
we gotta.
There we go.
We gotta make sure Patrick doesn't enjoy this because they're going tight, so you don't see it.
And it was a weird transition because the very first game, the Alabama team played. So honestly, the only team that had a home field advantage. So the stadium was, I would say, packed, but it was full.
I think they made for the opening game.
Yeah.
They made sure it was full. Like I'm sure they gave away tons of tickets.
Well,
I mean, they're basically giving away anyway for $10 a ticket.
That, and again, the actual Alabama team was playing in Alabama, so people were like, "Okay, fine."
Yeah, I don't think any of these teams actually have any fans yet.
But the next day, it like COVID football was empty.
But it was Easter also.
It was also Easter weekend.
And then I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on this one because it got rescheduled.
Yeah.
To a weekday when people have to work the next day. So if come next week it's all empty again, I would feel so bad for her.
Bless you.
Thank you. Pardon me.
I mean, hopefully they can survive. I don't want them to be a one and done spring league like every other spring league so far has been. The XFL would have been great if COVID hadn't shown up because they were drawing fans every week.
Yeah, no,
because they had actual home games.
Yeah, and they're actually in their cities, and that I hope next year the USFL actually does that. Find some place to play in your cities and travel.
I mean, they will. They did that the last time, and honestly, the Rock has been no joke about this.
Not
XFL.
XFL, the USFL.
Oh
next year.
yes, I hope they have it next year. Honestly,
I think they will. They can't fold 1 year in.
Every other spring league does.
I maybe. No, the United Football League, it went more than 1 year.
I don't think it did.
I
think there was only 1 year, and of all the things that happened in there, 1 year.
Don't you say it. I swear they had more.
There are 2? Is this the same one?
It
is. Okay, it had 3 years. You're right.
Yeah. Told you.
Be cool if that came back. Give us 3 spring leagues.
I don't care. Just do whatever you
Give
want
us
to
back
do.
the locomotives.
Just never give me back that guy.
He can be a coach.
No, nothing. He deserves nothing in life.
He was USFL champion.
I don't care. He was USL champion.
UFL champion.
No. USFPL CITR.
He was
They're almost going to be as bad as the LGBTQIA.
He was an inaugural UFL champion, the very first.
I don't even want to hear it anymore. You're about to make us go off the air.
I'm not about to make us do anything.
Yeah,
I'm just,
the rules.
I'm just here stating facts.
The rules are the rules are the rules are the rules. I don't know how to do this.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to get stuff ready because we're gonna have to move on to the next segment here in a second.
It is about that time.
So overall, we're gonna say we are up on the USFL.
Yes.
Again, I
go
am
Breakers.
3, soon to be 4-0, as long as this fourth quarter doesn't go crazy. Matt's gonna be.
It doesn't look like it's gonna be like these guys are carrying a sledgehammer, like they're gonna like do hard work and stuff. But we're in the fourth quarter and they have 3 points, and they're that's bad. Nope.
That is not.
You just lost 15 yards on that? Yeah, that was terrible. So that's fine. I'm 2-2. I don't care. As long as the Breakers can give me a championship this season and I can feel happy about that, even though I don't know any of these players, I'm good.
This is why I didn't pick a team. Because I don't care who wins. I'm just picking games. I'm picking people. And you know what? If they lose,
I like having a dog in the fight.
I don't like having a dog in the fight. The Bills. Oh, I just saw the drone camera just went.
I don't like having an underperforming dog in the fight, which I've had since 2010 in the NFL. Green Bay.
Underperforming makes it to the NFC Championship almost every year.
And losing.
Fuck
Underperforming.
Fuck you.
Look, when you get to that point, you're going to start feeling how I feel.
No, I understand. We've lost in the AFC Championship game. We lost in the divisional game. I get it. It hurts. It is still less of a hurt than having to put up with losses every week. You're dealing with one big loss instead of 900,000 losses. I don't want to hear it. You go be a Detroit fan for a while, or a Cleveland fan, or a Bills fan whenever they were bad. Then you know what it's like. You say underperforming. Everybody, text him, comment down below. Fuck you, Matt, you piece of shit. Because that is a piece of shit thing to say. That's like a rich guy being like, oh, boo, I only have $1 billion. I meant to have 2. Oh, this is the worst day ever. Fuck you.
If I was projected to have 5, I only got 1, that's underperforming.
Oh, yeah. You guys just give it to him. I don't care, Philip. He deserved it.
Nope.
100% deserved that.
Underperform. You have the healthiest team in years. You have a top 10 defense, not top 5, but a top 10 defense. The best wide receiver in football, arguably. Aaron Rodgers having one of the better years he's had, and that game against the Niners is what you want to give me. Underperforming. Garbage. There is no way the Niners should have even been in the NFC Championship game.
Oh, I agree with that, but still, fuck you.
Underperforming. Underperforming. You're up by 6 with 5 minutes to go in a game that you've been dominating against the Seattle Seahawks, and you lose because you let up a fake field goal and you mess up recovering an onside kick, and you lose on the first play in overtime. Underperforming. You go to the NFC Championship game and you let a running back run for, 280 yards and 4 touchdowns on you in the NFC Championship game, and you're supposed to be a contender. Underperforming.
You know what, guys? Just start commenting. I'm doing something at the moment, but he needs as many FUs as you can get because, yeah, I'm have to punch him in the face sitting right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like that.
If your defense gives up 280 rush yards to a single running back, you're not going to say they're underperforming?
Yeah, my team didn't make the playoff for 20 fucking years.
Look, I've had a team like that.
No, you have.
I have.
Not anybody you actually cared about.
Not in football, I did. Yes,
you
I did.
You didn't care that much about it.
Yes, I did. I'll call them out right now. It's a different sport, but I'll tell you. Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. Orlando Magic. Underperforming. You go to the finals twice with 2 of the most dominant centers to play this sport. Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, a back-to-back NBA Defensive Player of the Year. And you lose in the finals 4-1? And then the other time before that, we had Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway. And we go and play against the Rockets, and you get swept 4-0. Those are the only 2 times you get to go to the finals? Underperforming. I have underperforming teams in every sport. The Atlanta Braves, 16 straight division championships, 1 World Series win? Underperforming. Anaheim Ducks in hockey, 1 magical season where you finally win the cup, but then other than that, no one even talks about you because you're that bad? Underperforming.
No, keep going. No one feels bad for you at all.
Oh, you don't feel bad for me.
No.
But fans of these teams that I've mentioned, you feel bad because you were there too. You witnessed it with your own eyeballs or maybe earballs because maybe you listened on the radio. I don't know. I don't know how you get your sports. Maybe you eat it. Is there an edible way to take in sports?
If there is, I'll find it.
Nice. Yes, let's eat football. Not a football, just the idea of football. Let's put it in our eat holes.
Yeah.
NASCAR. I never really got NASCAR, just like watching the highlights. But Rusty Wallace, never winning a championship, as far as I know, underperforming. Dale Earnhardt Jr. with the legacy your father left you. I know you never won a championship, ever. Underperforming. Danica Patrick coming out of Formula One as one of the better racers to come to NASCAR and just lay that turd in the dress you gave us? Underperforming.
One more, just keep going.
Will Smith, you're going to get up out of the stands and walk on stage at the Oscars and slap someone, and it doesn't even make the audible slapping sound it should make when you slap someone in the face? Underperforming. If you're going to get suspended for 10 years from the Oscars, at least make it a performance worth getting suspended over. I mean, hell, you won the Oscar for Best Actor that year. What happened? Natalia Neidhart. All these years, you've never been a WWE Women's Champion or Divas Champion. I think she was around for the Divas
She's been
Championship.
a women's champion
When?
not too long ago.
Was she?
I think she won off Naomi.
I think she was a tag champion for a bit.
No, she was the women's champion. Look it up.
I am going to look it up because I don't ever remember her ever seeing her with a belt. Natalia Neidhart. I will give her this, though. I feel that she will soon be the NXT Women's Champion because she did go down to NXT.
I didn't know that. Okay, so one team from 2010 to last season was 80 and 111. 80 wins and 111 losses.
Okay.
One team was 95 wins and 98 losses.
Okay.
And one team was 128 wins and 63 losses. Which one of those is underperforming?
That third.
Not the 128 and 63. I promise you that. That is not underperforming. You may have lost games in the playoffs, but even if I had in playoffs, that just gives you more wins because you go to the NFC Championship game. More wins to loss ratio.
Not last year we didn't. Last year we were 1 and done.
Yeah, because you guys sucked last year.
No, we were good last year until the playoffs. I would rather be bad all the time because then I get used to it, much like my Orlando
I
Magic.
hope that you are bad from here on out. I hope Aaron Rodgers breaks his leg and you're bad for the next 30 years. Because then I guarantee you won't be singing the same song. Better to make the playoffs than suck the entire time, I promise you.
I don't know.
Because I've been there. Because the 95 and 98 is the Buffalo Bills. Just making it along. Most of the time we were sub.
What 95 and
500.
98 your Super Bowl runs?
No.
That
90, 91, 92, 93.
Okay.
I guess what is 90, 91, 92, 93.
Okay. I knew it was somewhere in the 90s.
Yeah. But then we dropped off. But no, I said 95, 98, 95 wins, 98 losses.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying the years
No,
95
that
and
was
90.
2010 and now. And that includes our last 3 years where we were pretty damn good. So, yeah, I don't want to hear it. And then Richard Petty's son, underperforming. Kyle Petty, underperforming. That came from the chat.
Oh, yeah. Kyle Petty, comparing Kyle to Richard? Yes, absolutely. Underperforming.
Okay. Anyway, I just had to.
Oh, but yes, Natalia is a one-time Divas champion and a one-time SmackDown. I don't remember the SmackDown women. I definitely remember the Divas, but
That's the only one I remember.
the Divas
The SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Because it wasn't that long ago. I think she beat Naomi. I feel like she did at least.
She didn't hold it very long.
Nope.
Underperforming.
She sucked as a champion. That's why.
Is it because she's trying to be a baby? Because she's not a good baby face.
No, I think she might have been a heel champion. I can't.
She's a
remember for
decent
sure.
heel. She has that heel face. Like, look, that
She
is
has a very
that,
punchable face.
that's a heel face for sure.
Punchable face.
Oh.
Okay.
I would never punch her.
So we went through that. So I guess we only got one thing we do before we go.
Is it that time?
I think so.
All right, it's time for the most negative portion of the show.
Flippin', dadgummit!
So did you have one? Because you didn't have one when we started. Did you have one?
I had one when we started. I told you, and then I said it wrong, and then I told you the correct way.
Okay. Well, I'll let you kick it off. What do you got?
I am going with the coach of the USFL football team, New Jersey Generals.
And let me get his name.
I can't remember who it is, to be honest.
I was about to say Jeff Fisher, but then I realized he's the Panthers coach.
Yeah, he's a Michigan
New
Panthers coach.
Jersey Generals.
But
coach.
one, he said, we're going to try to win.
Mike Riley.
Oh, yeah, Mike Riley, you son of a gun. He won. This league has been about swapping quarterbacks. I understand trying to catch your footing.
And to be fair,
To be fair.
they only had 3 weeks of preseason and
Yeah,
practicing
well,
before the
not
game
preseason.
started.
It was just practice.
Yeah, well, that's all preseason is.
Well, preseason has games.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
so he was switching quarterbacks, but there's one quarterback who was 11 for 14 for like 180 yards
Yeah,
and 2 touchdowns.
Might be one of the better quarterbacks in this league so far.
Yeah, slaying it. Now, a couple lucky passes.
Luis Perez.
Mr. Adam Perez.
No, not Adam. He does look like Adam Driver, though, but he's
He
not Adam
does.
Perez. He's Luis Perez.
Anyway, so pulls him out for whatever reason, says we're going to go with the run game because we got a super fast, torquey-ass quarterback, and I forget his name.
I'm looking it up.
But he was fast. Don't get me wrong. And they were moving the ball, but they weren't finishing drives. Well, then their defense started letting up. And here comes, I can't remember who they were playing.
They were playing the
Generals and the
Mustangs.
No, there's no Mustangs. Stallions.
Stallions. I think it was a horse thing.
Whatever the Stallions were. South Carolina, was it? No, Birmingham. Was it Birmingham Stallions?
Birmingham Stallions.
Probably the home team.
Yeah, the
Okay.
home team.
We're and it's still preseason for us too. Anyway, so
DeAndre Johnson is the running quarterback.
DeAndre Johnson, and he was running. He's quick.
He's got wheels.
He got, I think he got a touchdown.
Yep.
But what we did find out is he could not throw the ball.
Much like a certain guy in Baltimore you love.
Yeah. Very similar. He might have thrown a little better than Lamar. But anyway, no, that's not true. Lamar can throw better than him. Anyway, so then we get down. The Stallions score.
It's 28-24.
And then they got a chance, but they're going to have to sling it. So what do? They put in Luis Perez?
Nope.
No, they don't put the dude in that was slinging. It only had 2 or 3 incompletions. What do you end up with? Do you have stats? There's stats over here on the right.
Boom.
Perez,
it just gives
143.
the leaders.
This is not a good
DeAndre
website.
Johnson was the leading rusher. 98 yards and a tutty.
Anyway, no, and the guy with the big arm that could get down the field, no. They put on the guy who has been very inaccurate.
I'm hoping this will give me no, this is going to be running. You know what? I just got to look at the box score. Give me one moment.
All right. Anyway, so it was just a bad call, bad coaching.
Very bad coaching decision.
And so that's why he is getting my Flippin Flip. And we're going to give you some stats.
The inaugural Flippin Flip of the USFL.
The very first.
DeAndre Johnson's passing stats: 3 for 8 for 59 yards. That's all of them.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Perez was 13 of 18 for 143
and 2 touchdowns.
That's 72.2% completion. That's NFL numbers there. That's good NFL numbers.
Good NFL numbers.
If he had been able to play the whole game, guess what? He would have probably been over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, probably 350 and 4 touchdowns.
I don't know about that because they ran the ball.
We'll say 300 and
they ran the ball 44 times.
Yeah, but they took the other quarterback out. Get his rushing numbers.
He
he had 12 attempts.
Yeah, no,
I think he could have got 300 yards.
But they as a team they ran 44 times for 222 yards. They're definitely a run first team. But if you need to air the ball out quick with 38 seconds left, you put Perez in.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll be very high on those Birmingham Stallions. So
the Generals.
Michael Ishbod.
No, it's the Generals. The Stallions are the ones that won.
Yeah.
You're not high on the Generals.
I'm not high on either of them.
Well, you're not high on any team.
No. So yeah, the Generals. Sorry, I'm not high. So Michael Ichabod Riley.
Give me a sec. I can go back to you.
I was just gonna flip them.
Mike Riley.
Yeah, Michael Ichabod Riley.
I don't know if that's his name. Joseph. His middle name is Joseph.
Michael Ichabod Riley.
Joseph.
He doesn't get his real middle name. You don't even get your real middle name. Ichabod.
Flippin'. Dadgummit!
All right. It's on you.
Mine's a preemptive one because we have the NFL draft coming up soon, very soon, within the next 2 weeks.
You're gonna do first week of USFL, and you're gonna do if they do this, I will flip them.
It's preemptive. I'm not mad at anybody for the USFL overall. I mean, you took the one I could really be mad at, but overall, it's been a good product. Drone Cam MVP,
Yeah,
and the Breakers won, so I'm happy about that. And I know it's only week 1, but we currently have the best single defensive player in this league.
I don't like the preemptive conditional.
I mean, nothing's made me mad this week, but I got to throw something out there.
Yeah, but if it's conditional, I don't like it because then if they don't do it, it's just sitting out there and you just flip someone for no reason.
I'm very confident they're going to do it.
All right, let's hear it.
To the who's usually in charge of coaches? Just the GM and the coach.
Draft?
Yeah.
GM. Coach, depending on the ones, coaches will get input, but really it's the GM.
All right. So then mostly
scouts and GMs.
Well, let me see here.
GM makes decisions. Scouts obviously give the information, but they can be responsible. I can't decide if we're blurry.
So that's a young man for a GM. To the Seahawks GM, John Schneider. It's a preemptive one.
This is not where I thought we'd go.
You know what you need going into this draft. It was a no need the second you made the trade and sent Russell Wilson away. If your very first pick in this draft, wherever it may land, is not a quarterback, then I already know you're tanking your entire 2022
But there's
season.
no quarterbacks. There's no good quarterbacks this draft.
You look the situation they're in
Taking
between
one now with a pick could be tanking.
when your options are Geno Smith and Drew Lock,
But
you draft a quarterback.
hold on. Do you know the last draft where there was no real first round quarterbacks where two teams reached for quarterbacks?
You got
It was EJ Manuel and Geno Smith. You already got the failure. Just run with it and draft a badass team, play the best you can, and then draft a quarterback next year.
I don't like tanking.
Well, it's not tanking. You're going to put out the best possible product, but you're going to have a team set up for an actual talented quarterback instead of not having a team for a not talented. You're going to tank if you draft a bad quarterback. If you draft a Geno Smith or you draft a EJ Manuel, you're automatically tanking your team for 3 to 5 years.
But you don't know if this guy coming out of college is going to be bad. We already know that Geno Smith and Drew Lock are not the answers. We know that. So if you
DK, Drew Lock and Geno didn't play bad that one game.
half a game. No. If you don't draft a quarterback, you know what? I'll give them the top 2 picks because maybe they find a gem in the 3rd round. Like Russell was a 5th rounder and he was amazing. So we don't know. We don't know until they hit the NFL and we see what they can do. But if you don't at least try to address your quarterback issue and you think one of these two you have now is the answer, I know you're tanking on purpose. And I don't stand for tanking. I don't think the team is. Put out the best product you can put. So, John Schneider, come draft time. If I don't see a quarterback within your first 2 picks, Flippin' Flip you big time, buddy.
Flippin'. Dadgummit!
Where'd you think I was going to go with this?
I thought you were going to go with the Packers draft.
I can't because I'm so used to it now. Honestly, I'll just be what would be the opposite of Flippin' Flip in Philip Rivers' language?
Meh.
Is that the opposite of Flippin' Flip?
No, it is. You're angry or just they're super happy. I don't even know what that would be. Flippin' Flip.
I do actually look at the
I don't
highlights
know.
to see what a super happy Philip Rivers looked
It'd
like.
be flipping, yeah.
Made love, but no hell yeah.
Actually,
Actually, he probably wouldn't even say hell. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But no, I'm so used to Green Bay screwing up in the draft. It's whatever at this point.
Do you think that Russ made a lateral move to Denver and they'll still finish last in the AFC West?
Ooh.
I think that he has a better offensive line. I think that his receiving core is probably actually a little less.
Yeah.
He lost his best tight end that he would have had in Denver because he's now over in Seattle.
I don't think Denver's a better defense than Seattle did.
I don't think so either. So honestly, it's about him being able to throw from the pocket. If that offensive line's good enough, and he hasn't regressed like I think he has, then they'll have a shot.
I don't think he's moved laterally. I think
actually that's almost the definition of lateral to me.
I think he
it's
will
just kind of a wash. But the part I have with that is last in the AFC West. Because Denver wasn't a horrible team. They had talent there with the receivers. They had talent there in the defense. They had talent with their running.
Here's what I'm predicting now. This is my first big prediction of this year. The Raiders will be last.
See, I don't even know. It'll take me so much time to figure this one out. The AFC West right now to me is I just don't know because they've moved so many big names around.
They have.
And the thing is people want to get all caught up in the flashy and the, oh my gosh, Devontae Adams, he's hooking back up with Derek Carr. This is going to be amazing. But you know what rarely works out? Moving big names. That rarely works out.
But they do have that chemistry from college.
That's true.
And
that'd be the one point.
Works.
That'd be the one point where you might be able to say something, but then you got Russell Wilson's automatically going to be great. Well, he doesn't have that much better receivers. I don't think he has better receivers at all. I think he has worse receivers. So then you're counting on the offensive line. Well, was the offensive line that bad? Maybe. And then adding Bosa and was it Khalil Mack that went to?
Yeah.
Khalil Mack, and then they get a wide receiver too? No, they just re-signed.
No.
I think they might just re-sign. But everybody made moves.
Yeah.
And Kansas City actually probably got a little worse. So I don't know that Denver will be last. I just don't know that Kansas City will be first this time.
No, the Raiders will be last. And not due to lack of talent. They'll be last, but they'll honestly probably be like 8-9, 7-10. Not terrible.
Denver's line is like 1 or 2 spots above Seattle, so it may not be enough to.
And it's less about Russell being great that him making the rest of the team better. That's what he needs.
Oh, is this your boy? Tao? Is your
P2.
roommate?
I don't know. I don't think I've never seen him use that name before.
Oh, I think he's just saying the last 2 Super Bowls. I thought he said the last 2 we won.
Yeah.
The last 2 won.
Yeah, Tom Brady going to a new team, Matt Stafford going to a new team. But the Rams were already built to be a Super Bowl team. All they needed was to
the
get rid of
Rams have
Goff.
been making a lot of moves, and they've been building up. But it is true that, and of course, Tampa was already an amazing team.
Yeah, they just needed
Just Jameis was handing the ball away like it was
like
freaking a Christmas present. He was Santa
like he's
on crack.
Like he's a pedophile in a van. Like, here, you want some candy? You want some candy?
Because that's the reason he went there. So there was teams built, and actually Tampa would be the worst one because they were drafted properly, and then they just added that one piece. You could go with the Rams because they were adding pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they drafted Donald, they added Vaughn, they added Jalen, they added
OBJ.
Did they draft Cup?
I believe so.
But
Let me
then
double check, but I
they
believe
brought
so.
in Woods, they brought in Cup, they brought in OBJ, they brought in Stafford. So there's a whole bunch of they haven't had a first round pick and won't have a first round pick for like 15 years.
Yeah, the Rams drafted Cup.
So they drafted Cup. So yeah, they pieced it together a lot, but like the Patriots spent more than anybody in the prior offseason, they spent more money than anybody just to get waylaid most of the season. They had a run and they made the playoffs and they got waylaid again because spending that money rarely works out. So we'll see. I want to get too excited. Well, Mr. Patel, first time here. Appreciate you being here.
Is it pronounced P2?
I don't know.
Like
I like Patel. It's like Patel.
Is it P2 like the character from Hunter x Hunter?
Well, is that what? Do you see this picture? It's a little pink thing. I don't know.
I can't tell what the picture is.
Yeah,
it looks like hair and 2 little pointy pink ears.
It looks like hair and someone going like this with cat ears going.
It might be P2 from Hunter x Hunter.
I've never heard of it.
Hunter x Hunter?
No, P2 because I've never watched Hunter x Hunter.
Oh.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, click to subscribe. We are going to be mostly USFL coverage with your occasional NFL news. Once the draft, we'll probably review the draft. We're not going to do any pre-draft special, are we? Probably not.
Not pre-draft.
Yeah, we don't do the mock draft thing because we don't watch college.
We don't watch enough college. We just don't have the time.
Yeah, no, I think that's what the picture is.
Yeah, I think it's P2 from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, he says yes, it is. It's P. What?
P2.
P2. Got you. Okay.
But no, I think the Broncos will be third. I think the Raiders, just something's going to go horrifically wrong. Not so much an injury. I think they're going to be pretty talented. I think Carr's going to show why he deserves to stay as a starting quarterback with the Raiders. Adams will have at least 9 receiving touchdowns.
That's pretty safe.
Yeah.
He's about all he has to do.
It's just they're such a good division now. They still have to beat up on each other.
Yeah.
And that's why they're still going to be last. But they will be the best last place team.
Raiders were objectively worse last year and made the playoffs over Chargers and Broncos. My prediction: Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos. Broncos 6 wins, and the other 3 will be then 2 wins of each other. It's a pretty good call. I haven't even looked at it yet because what I end up doing the way I do is we'll have our 2 early predictions probably preseason. So post-draft, preseason, we'll actually sit down and what I do is I print off the schedule and I just go week 1, this team plays this team, where are they at, who wins? And then I just go through and then I mark all their wins up and then I get the playoff bracket set up. And then once the playoff bracket's set up, I work it down until I have a Super Bowl champ.
That's what I got to do this year because last year I tried to go team by team schedule and I would forget who I had winning in like week 15 between 2 garbage teams.
Yeah. So, but I'll do that. And we didn't get what we thought would happen. I think you had a Tampa Bay.
I had Tampa Bay
Patriots.
Yes.
I had Buffalo, Green Bay. But
should have been.
But I had he had Cincinnati being way better, which they were.
And they were still way better than I thought they were going to be.
I had Arizona being way better, which was a really good prediction in the beginning.
Yeah, the first half of the season, yes. Oh yeah, they were 8-0.
Yeah.
Oh, they were killing in the name of.
I actually had them being the best in the NFC. So we have some pretty solid guesses there.
That was a huge collapse by Arizona last season.
It was.
I don't even know what happened because it wasn't so much the injury. They only lost a couple people in that second half. And it's kind of what we figured. J.J. Watt missed some time because he always does. I mean, D-Hop going out was bad, but it shouldn't have been that bad.
I don't even remember who I had that was the worst team in the league. I can probably tell you. Did I?
I want to say it's probably the Jets or the Jaguars because that's a safe pick every year.
That is a safe pick every year. I think I have to get on the Instagrams to find out.
Yeah, you go back a ways.
I don't post that much on Instagram, so not as far as
I'm confident. The one that surprised me, I didn't think the Titans were going to be that good.
I don't even think the Titans were that good. They got a lot of help.
What did I say? What did the second seed? No, you were the second seed. They were the third seed.
I had the Broncos and the Texans both as the worst team in the league. Then the Jets.
The Texans was a safe one too.
Yeah. So I think I had the Rams being good. I had the Cardinals being good. I had the 49ers not being so good. I had the Bucks and the Falcons about the same, so I kind of dropped the ball on the Falcons. I had the Cowboys being the best team in that. I had the Packers. I had the Cleveland Browns being the best there. Kind of missed the ball in the Pittsburgh. I thought they'd drop off a lot more than they did. Yeah, that defense was just sick. Mm-hmm. Bills being the best in there.
Yeah, that was easy.
I had the Titans at 12-5, so I don't think I was surprised by much. And I had the Chiefs being the best there. Yeah. So, and
again, until we see how all these picks go out, that's still a safe pick for now.
And I also had, the thing about it is the Broncos started off with 3 or 4-0.
Yeah,
they just played garbage.
They were playing bad teams.
It was garbage.
That's why it's funny when like I think Bradley got it in the hype. He's like, "We're 4-0." It's like, just give it a minute, Bradley. Calm down.
Ooh, Raiders on top. Who improved the most in this year's offseason?
I gotta say Denver.
I don't think so because I don't think Russell makes that big of a difference.
Wait, no, not Denver. But I think the Chargers.
Chargers because they kept
Bosa, not the better Bosa, but still
and
good.
Then they get J.C. Jackson too.
Mm-hmm. And Khalil Mack.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. Chargers are a contender. I think the Bills did a good job, but there's a lot of under.
But you guys are so good already. I don't know if you improved the most.
It's not going to be a huge improvement. But I mean, so were they. So San Diego was good.
Yes, Los Angeles.
Oh, whatever. There's San Diego forever in my heart. Raiders. I think the Raiders.
I don't know if
on
they
paper got a lot better with Devontae and. I don't think. Did they get Chandler Jones too?
That's a good question.
I think they got Chandler Jones too. P2 says Miami, and I would agree with you.
They did get Chandler Jones.
Yeah. So I might say the Raiders might be the one because I felt like they weren't an amazing team, and having Devontae and a guy to get after the quarterback, that's going to help a lot. But Miami, I would agree with you because picking up Tyreek's a big deal. They got some good defensive guys back. Re-signed Xavier Howard.
Yeah.
Gesicki with the franchise tag.
Yep.
They got that offensive lineman, I think. I can't remember.
Don't believe in Tua.
Yeah, it's just Tua. I don't know how much you can improve if Tua is still throwing the ball.
Again, maybe they'll have that third-year leap.
All right, hold on. Let's catch up. These guys are hitting me hard. So I thought the Titans would have fallen apart after Henry going down, but yeah, they really did keep going, which surprised me. Which is probably why he won Coach of the Year, even though he probably shouldn't have.
No, he shouldn't have.
Raider Nation representing in chat. Let's go. So we got multiple Raiders fans.
What's his name in Cincinnati? Zach. What's his last name?
Taylor?
Yes. Zach Taylor should have been Coach of the Year.
Miami made leaps and bounds forward. They did.
You got to remember, he's down on Tua that much. And until Tua really puts together a good year, I get where Patrick's coming from. I get it.
Tua's got to show me something, and he hasn't. And that's the thing is, whenever it was his first year, and Fitzpatrick was winning games, and then they hit the bye, and that coach just decided we are starting Tua. This is going to be Tua's team, and then Tua come in, and he did not play well. And that defense is the only reason they won, but they were winning, so they didn't pull Tua until it was too late, and it kind of tanked their season. And then I think Bills actually knocked Tua out this last year, but. Again, the little bit he's played, I mean, he's better than Mac Jones, but again, that's not saying much.
Mac Jones. And I believe it is official. You're going to be 4-0 in the first week of the USFL. Pittsburgh's not scoring 15 points in 40 seconds.
Nope. All right. Well, go Bandits, which I didn't want to root for them because I am not a Todd Haley fan. I believe in 2-1 day. It's getting better year after year. Hey, I think we can all agree, P2 and Raiders on top, and whoever's still watching, that.
Is Raiders on top of person? I thought that was a prediction.
No.
Oh, nice.
Raiders on top.
I applaud your loyalty because the Raiders haven't been champions since I was born.
And again, if you haven't subscribed, hit it. But I think we can all agree that if Tua doesn't make it this year, if he doesn't show us something this year, it's not going to happen because he is in the best position he's been in and a position a lot of quarterbacks would kill for. But if he doesn't and he sucks and you guys are bottom and you draft low, maybe you guys got that quarterback and you can be good. Because I can tell you, as much as everybody wants to dote on the Patriots, some of the best football ever was the Bills, Miami, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino. That rivalry was one for the ages.
I mean, Mike McDaniel was the offensive genius behind the Patriot way, right?
No, he's the 49ers. He's the Debo guy.
Which McDaniel am I thinking of?
Josh.
Two McDaniels?
Is he the Raiders? That would be a down for the Raiders if they got Josh McDaniel. I think that's a negative. People who bought the jerseys want to see them play. Same thing for the 49ers, Chicago.
Yes, Josh McDaniels. Yes, Josh McDaniels is the Raiders coach.
Yeah, you can't let the fans decide. Just like you can't let the fans force you into drafting somebody. You know, most of us are stupid. We don't know the first thing about football. We don't put in the work that people put in. If you have a guy and you think you can sit him and let him learn a little bit, let him learn. Don't force him in to appease any fans because you know what? Miami attendance isn't that great anyway.
I'll give you this: 99% of the time that is correct. But in the 1%, even I knew how bad the Jordan Love pick was. That's the one time you should have listened to the fans. The one time.
No, that's the one time you should have just known football.
Yeah.
You don't draft a quarterback whenever your MVP quarterback has another 10 years in him.
It's not that you don't draft a quarterback. You don't draft a quarterback. You don't trade up to draft a quarterback in the first round when your starting quarterback is coming off an MVP season.
And owners do get a lot of say in what's going to happen because they own the team.
Especially
they get all the say.
Well, especially if they're an owner and GM.
Yeah.
Like old Jerry. I honestly feel like he's what holds the Cowboys back every year.
No. Didn't we also call Justin Fields, or didn't I call Justin Fields the best quarterback in the draft?
Yes.
I still stand by that. I still think of all the quarterbacks drafted last year, he will be the best. I think that he got kind of a raw deal, and they kept pulling him out for Dalton and whatever else was happening over there, Foles. And
I think he has all the potential to be, but I don't think he's going to reach that full potential in Chicago.
There's a chance. They got a new quarterback or a new coach now.
They do.
We'll see what happens.
And here's the thing. For the fans' sake, I hope so. For the team's sake, I hope not.
But again, best quarterback in the draft isn't that high of a bar to hit right now.
Yeah.
You know, what was it? It was Mac Jones. It was
Trey Lance.
It was
Justin Fields.
The Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is going to be so wasted. Not alcohol wasted. Talent going to be wasted in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But they did get rid of Urban Meyer, so that was good.
Well, that's where the typical owner and coach fight is going to start right there. Yeah. I mean, owners, as much as they want them to think they know football, they need to understand they hire people because I know if I owned a football team and I would love to own a football team, I am going to be so hands-on in there.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, I'll still also know that I'm just a dude playing Madden because I have money, just real life Madden. Like, I'm going to play GM mode for real.
Up there in your press box, spin move.
But I also need to understand that I'm going to need to hire the right people and just, you know, I'll have my hands in it, but ultimately they're going to have to be decision makers because otherwise, why are you paying them? Pull a Jerry Jones, fire and be your own GM.
I mean, again, I feel like Jerry Jones is the one thing truly holding the Cowboys back.
Exactly. Al Davis 2.0. Throw it deep. Throw it deep.
No, give it to Zeke.
No. Al Davis, the Raiders.
Al Davis,
all he ever wanted to do was just deep bombs.
I mean,
all the time.
If you have
throw it to the fast guy.
If you have the quarterback and receiver combo to do that, I'm all about it. Oh, that's the Randy Moss offense. Just throw it. Randy will get it.
That's why they got Randy Moss, and he didn't catch it.
He didn't want to play for the Raiders. That was the problem.
No, he didn't. All right.
He sure did it in New England for 2 years.
Yeah, he did.
Especially that 1 year where he set the record for receiving touchdowns.
All right. Well, I think we've hit our time.
Yeah, we've been on for an hour.
Won a bunch of Super Bowls doing it? Yes, he did. I mean, listen, that's how I play Madden too. if you ain't chucking it 80 yards, why you even playing the game?
To give me interceptions.
That is why I am looking forward to them giving Josh Allen decent stats in Madden this year. Because even last year, they didn't give him worth the damn stats.
They gave him 99 arm strength. You were able to throw it 80 yards.
Yeah, but he wouldn't throw it accurately because for some odd reason, they think Josh Allen sucks after going 13-3 and getting the AFC Championship.
I'm telling you, Madden 23 is going to be the one for you. I'm telling you. Madden 23 is the one.
Why?
Because after this last season he's going to have those top.
I think he's finally the darling of the NFL.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that is a possibility. So if you've been here watching us,
and he could still be the cover guy, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't hold my breath, but like I said, he has been getting some rub. He's starting to get covered by TMZ, and he's starting to be.
He's in the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we'll see it. He's Pepsi commercial.
Just watch out for the
Cries in 7-8 overall car. Carr should be rated higher. I don't know that. I don't get the Carr hate. I have been pretty high on Carr. I think dealing with some injuries and then dealing with this coaching and then just not very. I mean, when Zay Jones is your top receiver, Zay Jones couldn't start in Buffalo whenever our top guy was John Brown.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers.
And John Brown can't start anywhere right now.
Aaron Rodgers is MVP and came in at 89 in his last Madden. So yeah,
yeah, it's probably true. But what wasn't the other? Let's see, wasn't the other car the one that got reamed in Texas? He was a Texan, and like they ruptured his spleen, and then he never played football again.
Yeah,
like that poor guy never had a single block. Like his offensive line must have hated him because people just ran in.
But to be fair, he was never that good either. He didn't have help, but when he had pockets and stuff, he didn't make good decisions.
Never had a chance. Once they rupture your spleen, I would have retired right then too.
Derek has always been better than David.
Yeah, I'm sure,
100%.
But again, I honestly, I think the biggest thing is his goth eyeliner. If they wasn't for that, I think people would like him a lot more.
He plays for the team where you should be wearing it. Okay, black and silver. Put the black on your eyes, but just right there in the little corners, because he's a raccoon.
Yeah, it's true. I like David. I like Derek Carr, and I've always been consistent.
I like David Carr on the NFL Network.
I don't better than Orlovsky, but anyway, I like Derek. I always thought he was good.
I can't take anything Orlovsky says serious because yes, he was in the NFL, but the man stepped out of the back of the end zone and safetied himself. So I take everything he says with the grace.
He's got a link before we go.
A link to?
I don't know. He just said he got a link. This is where my computer crashes, and he gets all my crypto we've been farming.
First time on the show. Gotcha.
It's like I played you the whole time.
To be fair, P2 was a villain in Hunter x Hunter. That's why Gon beat the crap out of P2.
I have no idea.
It's a longer anime. It's not just 12 episodes, but one day when you check it out, it's pretty good.
We can get to.
Plus, Fear and Loathing did all the theme songs.
Yeah, I gotta get through Demon Slayer though.
Yes, Demon Slayer. Gotta finish High School of the Dead.
There's your meme for the day. It hadn't come through yet. Ha! Blocked your spam.
Oh no. Not the spam move. I do love a good. Here's the thing. As far as comedy goes in today's world, nothing beats a good meme. Nothing.
I don't know.
The best stand-ups can't top a good meme. There are a lot of mid-tier memes, but a good meme, oh, mwah. I love a good meme.
Do I still have it?
I feel like it is. I don't feel like you're one to really delete stuff.
Is that a good meme?
Also hard motherfuckers want to find me and Frank.
This may be my favorite one ever.
It's so good. Motherfuckers did want to find her.
So there's that song about certain individuals in Paris.
Yep.
And there's a line in there that said, "Ball so hard, mother want to find me."
Look, we're at the end of the show. Phillip Rivers is in bed.
I have given him so much that I'm so sorry. I don't want to say it again.
Phillip Rivers I watch 9 kids all day. He's in bed.
Phillip, I'm sorry, Phillip. Ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me. But someone took a picture of Anne Frank and made that her quote. And I know it's wrong, but it's hilarious. Look up Derek Carr, a bank you can trust.
Derek Carr, a bank you can trust. Images. Oh, is it a video? Derek Carr's debut single, "A Bank I Can Trust."
Oh, no. I've seen this.
I have not.
I have seen this. He'll watch it. Yeah.
Pretty funny.
I like
Derek Carr trying to get in the rap game?
I like that he can make fun of himself now. So that's good.
Is it because he got paid?
This was long before he got paid. I saw this a while ago.
I can't tell because He hasn't played long enough that he has that age quarterback look. So this could be from a week ago, as far as I can tell.
He
Look at his
still
face.
looks like that.
Yeah.
What was that song I was singing earlier?
Drake today.
The one is like today's going to be the day, but it's not the Oasis. Anyway, I was singing some emo song, and that's what I was going to say.
Today's the day I fall for you.
If you were new to the show today, thank you so much for being here.
Why did I click on shopping? I don't want
We
to buy
100% love having the interaction. That's why we do these shows, being able to chat back and forth. We have our show schedule that we like to stick to.
Which we
but
haven't.
we will completely. Yeah, this is the first time we actually went back on schedule, and so
we're not even on schedule. It's Monday.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the show platform,
Yeah.
but I will 100% abandon that if we have chat going.
Yeah,
because chat is the way to go. Because talking football is why we do this. Thanks for the sub. Tell your mom. Tell your friends.
tell
Matt,
everybody.
you know how to take us out of this thing.
That's right. We've reached the end of the show. It was a long show for our first show back, over an hour and a half.
Oh.
It's been a little while since a regular show format hit this length. So P2 Raiders on top. Thank you for being new viewers of the show. Hopefully you come back. Hopefully you had a good time. We had a good time.
Always do.
And for everybody else who maybe watched today was quiet and shy, I get it. Maybe people who watch it later on archive because you can't make the live show, I get it.
If you're watching archive, remember, fuck you, Matt. Just remember that.
Underperforming. God, I'm sweating. I'm so mad at you right now. Anyway, though, but we've been hovering at under 200 subscribers for a while. We barely climb, and then we lose a couple. We get one of those like business.
I still have to deal with 200 when I send out the cards, right?
Yep.
200 subscribers. I'll send you out whatever the cards are on this table. Whatever team you like, shoot, they're all organized.
Yep. You can't tell.
I will send you your
giant
team,
pod, but they're all organized. But
by division, by team.
There's only one way this channel can grow, and that's for you to tell all your friends and people how good a time you had here. And we spread the word as much as we could to everybody we know that we thought would watch the show, but we only get so far. We're just two dudes in the basement who have other stuff to do in life. This isn't our job yet. But if you can help spread the word and help this channel grow, one day, maybe by the time we're 50, we can have our dream to where this is our job and we can put more into this. But if you can't tell anybody else for some reason, if you can only talk to one person a day, at the very least, tell your moms about us. Man, that's a good play. I wonder. Drone cam.
I love that drone.